Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I spot clean my hamster's cage. So the first thing you'll need, of course, is bedding. I'm using the Full Cheeks PetSmart paper bedding. You'll also need 2 bags, one for dirty bedding and one for clean bedding. And lastly, you'll need whatever you're adding to your hamster's cage, which today was some sprays and hay. It's important to wait until after your hamster is woken up before you clean their cage. Today Pepper woke up around 9, so I put her bowl down and she climbed right in. And I put her in a playpen while I clean her cage. So first I removed the sprays and other items over the areas that I would be spot cleaning so that they didn't fall into the bedding. And when you spot clean, you just want to focus on the areas that are dirty, so I started off with her multi-chamber hide. And you can see this is where her burrow entrance is. She doesn't pee here, but there is a lot of poop, so I cleaned that up. It's okay to miss some poops when spot cleaning, because hamster poop is dry and odorless. However, if there's large stashes of it, then I do like to clean that up. Then I put her multi-chamber hide back and moved on to the next area. And this is where her burrow is. When you spot clean, the main place you're going to want to clean is their burrow, since that is going to be the most dirty. And there I removed her cocoa soil dish, which has gotten pretty gross. And then I removed the top layer of bedding. This bedding is not dirty, so I save it and put it into the plastic bag with clean bedding. And then I reach the dirty bedding, so I take that out and put it into the plastic bag with dirty bedding. It sounds kind of gross, but the best way to tell if the bedding is dirty is by touch and by smell. And her burrow went back farther than I thought, so I again removed the top layer of bedding. I got kind of lazy and just pushed it aside, and then continued cleaning. It's important to note that you will likely find a food stash in your hamster's burrow. It's best to leave this untouched, but if it is soiled, then replace it. I don't have to worry about this because Pepper stores all her food in her cocoa soil dish for whatever reason. So now that I have removed all the dirty bedding, I am pushing the clean bedding back. And it is important to compress the bedding so that it holds burrows, so you'll see me pushing down on it with my hand. And now I'm adding back her old bedding that I'd saved. And now I'm adding the new bedding. When you add the new bedding, make sure to break it up because it comes compressed in a bag. And now I'm bringing some of her old bedding to the surface so that it has her scent on it. It's important to save as much of their old bedding as possible because scent is very important to hamsters and that makes the cleaning process less stressful for them. And I continue to layer old and new bedding until I am done. And with that, I'm all done cleaning her burrow. Next, we can move on to the fun part, which is decorating the cage. Here I am adding hay on top of the bedding. Though hay isn't a part of a hamster's diet, it does provide enrichment, so I like to have it in her cage. Next, I switched around her cork logs. I kept her setup pretty similar because both Pepper and I have been really happy with this setup, but I still wanted to keep things interesting for her. Next, I added all the sprays to her cage. I really like this part because it makes the cage look really beautiful and natural. And then I added this forage toy for tonight. And lastly, I refilled her digging dishes. This one has aspen chips. And I actually ran out of cocoa soil, so I put some larger aspen shavings into that dish. Then I give her forage. This mixture is more of a treat mix with some dried fruit and veggies and flowers. And this is her herb and leaf mix. Then I scatter her food around the cage. And I give her extra when I clean her cage. And then I'm all done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was informative. If you watched all the way until the end, comment the yellow heart emoji to let me know that you made it this far. Bye!